Good morning, my wonderful friends. I know this is a blurry, nasty looking image, but it's going to show you something that nobody can explain. And I am explaining things that nobody can explain because they don't understand electron flood theory. They have no clue about light or energy or electricity or electrons or molecules or atoms or nucleuses. Literally none. Zero. Wow, big shot Roger again, bragging, arrogant. Yes, thank you. That's me. All right, here we go. I am going to show you what this is all about. Now, I'm just going to play this, and I love this place. This is a travel channel. I think this is part of the Discovery Network, and they have, I think, history and the Science Channel and all. Very, very, very good stuff, and it intrigues the hell out of me. All right, here goes. Now watch this. I'm going to let this play.
At the right time, just going
Boom.
along that
You see that?
no one's ever saw before. No one, including meteorologists and scientists, seems to have a definitive answer as to what this unusual aerial sighting was.
Here's what happened. There's a ton of lightning and all kinds of things going on in the atmosphere, and all of a sudden, bloop, this thing pops up. Just, bloop, and they heard a zip, just a screamy little noise, and then all of a sudden that showed up, and it stayed there for quite some time.
Or at least, that's what they're saying.
How are scientists saying, like, oh yeah, we don't know what that is, and then, okay, cool, well, see you at the next one.
See you at the
We're
next.
living in the Marty McFly future, and I still can't explain a huge object in the sky that's right in front of me? Come on. I want to know more. I'm pissed.
To this day, Lee is no closer to understanding what it was that he captured that night. But he hasn't lost hope. We never saw it again. That was the one and only time. I'd love to one day find out what it was, yeah, to put
He wants to find out. Well, I know what it is, brother. Listen to me. I can tell you. And the thing is, Travel Channel history, stop playing all this loud music or this screaming sounds in the background. I can't hear it that good. And all of that loud stuff in the background obscures. Listen to this. Just listen. Now this is a little critical, that's all. Listen.
That was the one and only time. I'd love to one day find out what it was, yeah, to put my mind on people's minds to rest, just so I still get questions from friends. Did you ever find out what it was? And just...
All right, it's really very, very, very simple to understand this once you understand electron flood theory. From the sun, it's shooting out particles. They're particles. Get over this nonsense that there's nothing in space. Obviously, there's solar wind, solar particles, solar this and that. They know that it's happening, but they just, I don't know what they're afraid to talk about it because it goes against Einstein and all these nonsense things he used to say. These are particles, and they slam into our Earth because our Earth sucks. The Earth sucks electrons. It eats them. It eats them and flows them through our poles. That's the nature of our Earth's magnetic field. It spins through them, sucks them into the Earth. Now, these particles are being sucked into the Earth. Well, guess what? There's a very extremely bright light there, and I think it's one of those sodium lights. I'm not sure. But it's shooting off so intently bright rays against the particles that are being sucked against the Earth that it's stopping them. And it's pushing them into that green form, which is a certain glow. Whatever this is shooting out, it's shooting out a frequency of light that is interacting with the incoming particles that are in the air, the extreme amount of electrons. Because that's what it is. Anytime you see all this flashing and lightning, that's just a whole ton of extra electrons. They're trying to get somewhere, and the Earth wants them. They come to Earth. They come to Earth. That's what lightning is all about. And I can go through the Schumann resonance frequencies and all that, because there's a bunch of them. It comes down and hits the first one. That charges up, that drops to the next one. That charges up, drops to the next one. Charges up, drops to the next one. And then the Earth sucks the last one. These are like 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, and then 7.83 comes to the Earth. It stretches it because it's sucking it down. This is pushing it back up. That creates the green. Case, she's closed. All right, now don't forget, watch. Extremely bright glow in that bulb.
Almost
Watch.
alive. Like
That
a stingray in the water or something like that, but it's in the air.
it's in the air because it's being pushed.
Alien in nature, but it's definitely something maybe supernatural. You know, in a sense where like you have a lot of weird weather conditions, and you just have.
All right, now see how bright that light is? The thing is, it's like a sun on the earth, pushing back against the sun rays, or well, actually, there are electrons that are so intense in here that they have to find a way to get to the earth, and that's why you have all that lightning and all that. And it's just trying to hit here, but this is saying, no, get the hell out of here, I don't want you. So they sort of push the shove, and that's you get the green.
Something at the right time just going off.
See that?
No one's ever saw before.
All right, and nobody knows, and then they just dropped it. Just like everything else. They can't explain it. Eh, oh well, have a nice day, see you later. And that's what that girl says. She's funny, I like her. Now stick around, because this is the History Channel. I think this is all part of that Discovery Network. I'd love to work with those guys and comment. From afar, I don't want to go out and do anything, but, you know, they really intrigue the hell out of me. And they don't have answers for any of these things. That's what gets me. They keep walking around in circles. I've been talking about these stone balls for years, 5, 6 years, and I know what they are. Watch.
Constructed as a pyramid.
And I talked about the pyramids. Now listen to this.
It appeared at first glance to be rather simple. That is, until you look closely and realize that sometimes the simplest structures can be among the most astounding. In the Daquis Delta of Costa Rica, there are over 300 stone spheres of various sizes scattered across 25 acres of jungle. Archaeological evidence dates the earliest to approximately 200 BC. But why they were made, and who made them?
It's amazing. If you want to see my big balls, stick around. Go to my next video, and I'll show you my big balls. I'm telling you, my life doesn't get any more hilariouser than it is now. Copyright Act. I'm just going in here to show I can use anything, really, because I am commenting against what they say in an educational way. Now look at what it says down here. I'm reading through this whole thing, and I'm going to try to present this to show you. And it's educational fair use grounds. Listen to this. Example, Roger borrows several quotes from speech given by the CEO of a logging company. Roger prints these quotes under photos of old-growth redwoods in his environmental newsletter. By juxtaposing the quotes with photos of endangered trees, Roger has transformed the remarks from their original purpose and used them to create a new insight. The copying would probably be permitted as a fair use. So in other words, if you can take somebody's statements and then talk about them, that's all it is. That's all I'm doing is presenting evidence 99% of the time against what somebody else is saying, because literally everything is wrong right now. That's my statement. Against the world. Roger states against the world.